Okay, no barrel today because I couldn't get it through the snow, but it's okay. That's fine. All we really care about is the scotch, right? And the whiskey, whatever. I'll tell you something for free, guys. It's cold. It's minus 15 today. That's minus 15 Canadian, so like 5 degrees freedom. But it's the wind chill that kills you. With the wind, it's more like minus 20. Right now, there's not a lot of wind around here, and I'm optimistic that it's going to stay that way. So what do I got today? I have the Kilkerran 12. This is by, what's it called? Mitchell's Glen Guile. It's another one of those distilleries that was open and then closed and then closed and then open again. If the distillery is called Mitchell's Glen Guile, why is the whiskey called Kilkerran? Well, turns out that there's a Highland blend that's already called Glengyle or something, and there was confusion, and Mitchell's Glengyle couldn't license the name. So, Kilkerran it is, and the name has some connection to their Campbelltown location or something. So I'm going to just pour some, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Bam. One does not mess around when it is as cold as it is on this day of days. There we go. Take care of your tools and they'll take care of you. Good sound. Oh, good smell. Oh, it's already fogging up. So are we going to see some Scotch mist here today, or are we just going to see a whole bunch of fog on the glass? Okay, so let's discuss a few things here. How many of my check boxes does this thing tick? Well, it's a single malt, which is good. It's 46%, so we're right above my 45% and up comfort zone. We're unchill filtered, as we will hopefully see very soon, and there's no caramel coloring. Apparently this 12-year is, I think, the first of their core releases since they reopened the distillery, or they started producing in 2004, I think it was. I don't know if that's when they started producing or if that's when they started releasing, because it's about the right time, right? 12 years on would still be before today. So I'm thinking that they started producing in 2004, and that's why I've never seen these bottles before. So what else? This is also this is my first Campbelltown, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the Campbelltown magic's all about. Let me get some of the snow off this glass here. Okay. I'm gonna swirl this partly so that we can actually see what's in the glass. What do you think of that color, guys? It looks pretty good to me. It's a very pale color, which I'm not unhappy about. I'm trying to show it to you, and I'm trying not to get the sort of the condensation in the glass to block everything. Okay, well, first off, I'm getting oak. I believe this is aged in, was it 70% bourbon, 30% sherry. So I'm expecting a little bit of sherry. I'm expecting some of that vanilla sweetness from the bourbon oak barrels as well. I'm definitely picking up some sweetness on the schnoz. Something fruity happening, like a dried fruit. Like, I don't know if it's raisins or like dried apples. Obviously there's some vanilla there. I was expecting that, and I see it. I'm also picking up some of the sherry. I don't know if it's like Oloroso or what, but there's almost I think I'm getting a little bit of peat. I don't know if this is peated at all. I don't think so, but I think I'm picking up a little touch of peat, guys. You think that's my imagination? If any of you guys have had this before, let me know if you've picked up any peat in this. Interesting. Well, let's go. I'm still picking up a little bit of peat there. A little like butterscotch or caramel. There's definitely some fruit there. There's definitely like a real nice juiciness. The oak continues into the taste for sure. I want to say a spice, but I think it's more just like a peat, maybe like a biscuity, bready, not a bit bready, something baked. I'm gonna do this again. Even more like a dried apricot. Definitely some nice notes in there. I kind of want to say a little bit of brine, but I think there's a little bit of salt, sort of more on the finish. A little bit more salt on the finish. There's still a bit of oak happening there. The finish, I don't think this is going to be a super long finish, but it's not short. It's still sort of sitting there. There's an oiliness happening there as well. It's a nice mouthfeel. It's not like an uber smooth experience. There's a little bit of a, not an umami, but it's a little spiky, which is what I like. I don't like it to be too smooth. I'm not big into, a glass of caramel. We are definitely getting some Scotch mist in there. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I'm just tasting for the fun of it now. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water, see if that does anything. Not happy to have my gloves off, I'll tell you. Oops. That was a little light. There we go. Give it just a little roll. Put it down so I can put my gloves back on. Okay, I was expecting it to get a lot spikier on the nose, but it's actually brought out the vanilla notes and the fruit rather than the oak. Still a bit of peat there. I'm gonna have to reread about this and see if it's supposed to be a lightly peated or something, because I can't ignore that tiny little peat note. Yeah, definitely more of the vanilla and the dried fruit. Definitely a dried apple on the nose. Still smells pretty good though. Not bad. Little spike here. Little bit of sort of an espresso thing happening right at the back, which I pick up in a lot of scotches. The butterscotch kind of drops out a little bit. We get a little bit more of that, what I think is a peat. The oiliness is still there, more evident in fact, strangely. As we get into the finish, there's something salty happening. That oiliness trickles off into the distance a little bit. Watering this did not ruin it. I still prefer unwatered whiskey. I like it, unadulterated, but it didn't destroy it the way I've felt with several of the whiskeys I've had on this channel so far. So I like this quite a bit. I have a hard time going under 8 for this. Under 8 on 10, I think I'm liking this whiskey. There's a lot of 8 on 10s in this channel. But it's just, I've been so lucky with choosing these whiskeys that I've really liked. Campbelltown, eh? Campbelltown, you got game. Yeah, so that's all she wrote. Thanks for hanging out with me for this little review of the Kilkerran 12 single malt. If you like what I'm doing, talk about it down below. Have you had this yet? Are you planning to have this? What's your favorite Campbelltown? Aside from that, share this video, please. That helps me a lot. And leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's okay. Leave me a frowny thumb. Have a good day, guys.